everyone. So welcome to today's Facebook Live and the last video for the Lawren Bodysuit sew-along, which is attaching the gusset and the snap closure. Now, the Lawren has two options, one with a snap closure and one without a snap closure. For the video tutorial, I'm going to be demonstrating the one with the snap closure. The one without the snap closure is really easy, and I think that the instructions suffice and you can do it by yourself. So let's hop to it. So in the last video, I finished sewing the picot elastic at the leg opening. So you have to have the picot elastic finished at this point. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to attach the gusset to the back of the panty. And I have the main fabric and the lining fabric of the gusset. And I'm going to place this on top. And the wider end of the gusset is for the back. So I'm going to pin it through all layers, and I'm just realizing that I made a mistake. So this edge should be finished. You should attach the gusset to the back of the panty and then finish the leg openings. But I'm going to show you the tutorial, continue with it, because it'll show you how to attach the snap closure. The written instructions are correct, but of course for the Facebook Live I didn't do it. Perfection's overrated. So you're going to place the gusset on top, main fabric and lining fabric, and then on the other side you are going to make sure I have the right side, yeah. Place the cotton jersey on top. And then pin through all layers. Then you're going to sew through all layers using a straight stitch, 1/4 inch seam allowance. And once you've sewn that, all 3 layers together, you will flip all this forward. Now again, you should have done this first and then finished it with the picot elastic. That is a mistake that I made, but this still shows you how to attach the gusset. Okay, so then you fold all of them forwards. If you want to, you can press this seam down, and that'll help it lay flat. And I'm just going to pin through all layers. Okay, and I'm going to trim back 1/4 inch because that would be the width if I had sewn the picot elastic. So pretending that these edges are finished with picot elastic, the next step is going to be sewing the snap closure. Now, you may or may not need a special presser foot in order to get close to the snaps. I'm going to show you, I'm assuming that a lot of people do not. So I'm going to show you my trick for, or my tip for getting stitching as close to it without using a special presser foot. The snaps or the eyes, which one goes on which depends. I've seen it done both ways. The key to it working is that you're going to sew one with the right side face up, and then when you attach it to the other side, you're going to sew it with the wrong side face up. If you sew it to both sides face up, you will not be able to snap it. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay this down with it overlapping about 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more. And there should be some hanging off on either end. Now, if you don't have a special presser foot, what you will have to do is you'll have to move your needle position. So I have moved mine all the way over to the right. And now I'm going to sew a straight stitch. So once you've sewn it on one side, you're going to wrap around the ends, and I would pin it in place. And then you're going to wrap it to the wrong side and then sew it with a line of straight stitches on the other side. Okay, and that's how you sew the snap closure. You repeat it for the other side, or the front crotch gusset opening. And if you started on the right side on the first one, then you want to start on the wrong side on the second one.